Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me.
Well, my loveys, here we are again with some new Jason content. So, this should be interesting. It's labeled, I'm sorry, Ezie. So, this should be a wild ride. Lord only knows where this is taking us, loveys, but we'll get there together. I love you guys very much, and I hope you enjoyed this.
Howdy, folks. Homeless extravaganza. I see people, well, I don't see it. I didn't see it. But a new fan of mine, a guy named Rich down here, one of the coolest fuckers I've ever met in my life. He's a real-life vampire. Don't ask me. Like, I'm not going to violate people's fucking confidence and the shit they tell me. You know, if he tells me I could tell some of his story and shit, then I'll tell you. But he's actually from the Village. You know, Resident Evil Village, Lady Demiscu and that shit, you know. His family goes back to the Village, and people that know. Just a little note about my content. I really apologize for that last video.
Yeah, your last stream was pretty messy there, white girl wasted. You were pretty white girl wasted. Me and Rebuildable Ryan watched it, and we laughed immensely with the audience. You shouldn't drink, Jason. You and alcohol are like oil and vinegar. Let's not.
Because I was looking at, I was watching it. I can't use those headphones, those black headphones, the JVCs. God, they're good headphones. They are so good. They were $20 at Target or whatever.
How many homeless people do you guys know that have $20 to go spend at Target on headphones? I don't remember those headphones when they were at the house, but I could be wrong, but these seem pretty new.
That's why I can't remember. But, the bass, I guess, makes it such. Can I do this? Let's see this. That's fucking awesome. Look at this. Now we're cooking with gas, folks. So those JVCs, they're one of the best headphones I've ever had, you know? But I guess the bass is such on them that when the wind is heavy, it just, whoa, like a lot of the audio was just done. And I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to come out that way. So apologies on that. I hope you got some of what I said. I was in there at the place I stay. Fuck it, I want to start telling you things. Like, I want you to know where I'm at. I do. I was with Ezie, and she wanted me to get rid of everything, you know. She wanted me to get rid of Facebook, get rid of the YouTube, all of it, you know. That's why I put it private. My channel. I what do you call it? Hid the channel. That's why I did it, you know.
You let someone tell you if you could have Facebook or Instagram or any social media, and she told you to get rid of all of it, and you're taking this from a woman who lied to you from the jump about what she looked like, and you never met her in real life, and you're allowing her to make those decisions for you of where social media you should be on? Yikes. Sounds like she didn't want you to find out the truth about who she really is, and her husband, and her 6 kids, and her 13 grandkids she probably has. If some dude I met online told me to get rid of all my social media, that man would no longer be in communication with me because he would go bye-bye.
If you say fuck you to someone, you should do it with some color. Anyway. So I got a little message for Ezie. I want to say to her publicly, actually, that I want you to know that everything that I told you I felt, I legitimately felt for you. And I still do. But the fact of the matter is I'm not going to be a scumbag with you. Man, it's hot. Oh, the hair's coming in. Look at that. Hair's coming in, folks. It'll take a while to actually have hair. I'm going to take off my Joe Pesci jacket. Hey, Mom, shut the fuck up, you're an idiot. You know, I'm so sorry for this shit.
So I've noticed that he's had the same him t-shirt with that camo fleece over it and his Joe Pesci jacket for day 3 now. We're now on day 3 of wearing the same clothes. So that's not abnormal for Rev. He would do that when he still had a house, but a little gross, no?
I took off the rosary because it's not. Why the hell am I wearing a rosary anyway? That doesn't make any sense for me to wear a rosary. Why? Well, that guy that talked to me in the suit made me understand it. He's like, "You understand the power of prayer?" I said, "Of course I do." But I walked out of there with my jacket on open, and he saw this shirt. And for some reason, people think that this is Lamb of God. What the fuck? No. Lamb of God. I never liked Lamb of God. From what I remember, they're pretty satanic. I don't listen to that type of shit, like deicide and shit like that. I don't listen to that shit because it ain't my deal. Him, yeah, everywhere I go, it's like if there's Christians, especially the non-denominational ones. Like I was getting some underwear, right? She's a real nice lady and pretty. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get you your underwear and stuff. What size are you? Blah blah blah. And she goes, whoa, and she pointed at the heartogram, right? She goes, whoa, wait, you're a reverend. Some black dude down here did the same thing to me. Wait, when I was going to get the PFA on Shanny, I love you, Shanny. She should be where I'm at soon. Probably today at some point.
Oh, wow. Everyone in the neighborhood knows that he's a reverend. Do you realize how stupid you sound when you say that? You're not a reverend. You got your little reverend degree offline like I did. I can legally marry people. I don't call myself Reverend Ella. And hi, Shanny. I love you. She's going to be coming here soon. How great. How great. What a great idea. I thought she was so sick, Jason. I thought her health was so bad. But you're willing to bring her into a shelter. One of the most dangerous places you can bring someone who's homeless is some shelter. Where is she going to sit? Where is she going to be in a shelter at 500 pounds? Did you think that through? Obviously not.
We'll come down here and make a video if she can. She's been walking, guys. She's been getting fitter. I'm really glad to hear that. You know, she's gonna have to be out here. You gotta be able to walk some. You know. Oh, let me do the Billy pose. Oh, it'd be so much better if I had my hair, you know, at least down to here like Billy did in the picture. The cover of Deep. Fuck, I always get that wrong. Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, right? He's got his hand in his back, and he's got the cigarette like that, and he's got like this, like sort of pensive look, you know. I love Billy. Anyway, go look up interviews with Billy Volo. This is what I'm telling people. They asked him directly, well, you know, we hear a lot about you guys being highly satanic. You want to comment on that, Mr. Volo, of being a Satanist? And he's just chill as fuck, and he's like, it's not about being Satanist, it's about having fun. Done deal. No, we're not trying to be Satanists. You got that? Because it's an inverted pentacle, and he puts a heart in it. It's his own symbol. It's not an inverted pentacle. It's a fucking heartogram. And what does it stand for? Look it up. It stands for love. But this non-denominational pretty preacher girl that was giving me underwear said to me, oh, it's not about love, it's about self-love. So I said, thanks for the fucking underwear, and left.
So some preacher woman told you it's not about love, it's about self-love, and you got mad, grabbed the underwear she was nice enough to get you, and walked away with an attitude? Who the fuck do you think you are exactly? How about being grateful for that woman? That's not a horrible statement. It is about self-love. We should all love ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, we can't love anyone else. Get that, Shanny? Can't love anyone else unless you love yourself, Jason.
And I was ranting. This is what's wrong with Christians. I was just ranting like this. And I was a little buzzed on alcohol. I admit that. Pray for me. I'm doing my best to stop drinking completely.
Here's the problem, baby carrot. You can't just stop drinking completely. You will never stop drinking if you think that you have the willpower to do so. It's not about willpower. It's about getting the proper care, and help for an addiction. And until you do that, you will be a dry drunk or an active drunk for the rest of your life, and it will eventually kill you way before you are meant to die. So, no, you can't stop drinking on your own. You need help. You need a professional. You can't just stop by yourself. How about you go to an AA meeting since they're free and meet some actual people who can help you?
Because I don't want to drink no more. I got friends out here, and when I get too cranked, I start acting like a fucking asshole. And this is in my family, you know? I don't think the Davises were like that, like started acting like an asshole when they get too drunk. But on my dad's side, like my Uncle Bill, he used to slam Jack Daniels and shit. And my mom used to tell me, oh God, that sounds like JC. My mother used to tell me, oh my God, I can't do that now. Although I have a friend, Ty, that's got a mom that has a bag full of purple wigs. And if I can get a purple wig, I'll be doing on the street corner JC videos for you. Whoa, that's wild, dude.
So you're gonna go and wait and be on the corners with a purple wig on doing JC content? So how long do we think it's gonna be before you get picked up for prostitution, Jason? Do you have your ears? Maybe you could add those.
And for the people asking if I'm selling my body to survive, no, I'm not. Do you know how I'm surviving? The kindness of others and one YouTube angel that continues to help me. Literally one. So she goes, it's about self-love, and I could just get pissed off and walk away, you know? But I really am. I'm doing my best to stop drinking completely as I'm looking at 2 bottles of Fireball. I got fucking too cranked yesterday. Really depressed. Because it's a fact, guys, I'm never going to procreate. And that fucking sucks. Because my particular line of Egroffs, there's like one other one, I think. A cousin or a distant cousin or a cousin removed or something out in Wilkes-Barre. That's what I heard. I don't know. But I appreciate everybody's financial help. So I hear from, I was going to tell you, Rich was looking at, was it Rich? No, it's Ty. Ty was looking at my comments. I'm like, dude, just don't read it. Don't read my comments. It's going to be fucking, he's like, yeah, they are a bunch of assholes. And they're saying, well, it looks like you have brand new clothes and shit. You're not homeless. You're cosplaying being homeless. You guys are the dumbest, fucking, most satanic pieces of shit on the earth, okay?
We're the dumbest, most satanic people on the earth because we don't believe you when you say that you're homeless. If I came on here, guys, and was all bundled up and standing outside of a building and said, I lost my house and I am homeless, would you guys believe me or would you question it? You'd probably believe me because I have no reason to lie about that. And I haven't lied to you guys ever in the past. Jason, you lie to everyone. That's why no one believes you. When real shit does pop off, you call it performative art. So excuse the person for questioning whether you were being serious or not. But thus, us in the community all question whether you're lying or not. So why don't you just put it to rest and shut up about it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're homeless, you got yourself there. If you're not and you're grifting people, shame on you. You're the most satanic person on the planet.
Look at that view. Wow, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? I got to get my drink over here. So. Oh, wow, that's a pretty bug. Damn, that's a pretty bug. Oh, can I switch the camera on? Of course I can. Because I'm recording a video. Hey, Apple, could you add to the camera the switch the camera around deal? Could you do that? Oh, I'll do it this way. Pause my ass. Where'd he go? There he is. I hope you saw him. I don't know if you did. So, I want to tell you that I greatly appreciate the financial support of this channel. Because I'm going to tell you, it ain't easy living homeless. No, it's not. People are like, well, you got new clothes and shit. Well, yeah, there's resources where you could get some clothes. They have what's called a clothes bank. The Catholics are awesome, okay? They really are. The Catholics are fucking great. They really do their best to help the homeless, which is one of the commands of the Lord, really. Love others. How do you love a homeless person? You get them a pair of shoes. You give them a pair of pants. You give them some new underwear and socks.
Oh, I do things for the homeless, and a lot of my audience helps me accomplish that because they donate to my charity. I don't need to buy you underwear. The nice pastor lady bought you underwear, and you got pissed off and walked away because she said it's about self-love. So you don't appreciate anything that anyone does for you. And a cold day in hell would happen before I ever bought you socks or underwear or shoes. Get it yourself. Remember, you used to have $700,000 and you shit on everyone who didn't have as much money as you, and now you expect us to buy you shit? Get fucked, Jason.
Wow. Ain't that easy? You have a tithing table, like Amanda Breck used to talk about. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I was never homeless. He was homeless for sure. Guaranteed, as he'd say. He'd love it if he saw me today doing drag. He'd be like, that was pretty good. I think. I'm pretty good at it, I think. But I'll get even better at it when I can practice it, you know. I can't look like Bruce Willis. The hell was that? I can't look like Bruce Willis. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. With no makeup and I can't do drag with like this, with this, with the goatee and shit. Can't do that. But I started off with the Ezie stuff. And I just want to say to her, I send her nothing but love. And I'm really sorry I even responded to your email. You know? Because you did catfish me. You guys were right. You guys were right about it. That was not her. I was looking at this chick because, man, her image got stuck in my head. Why? Because that's who I thought she was really, that person. And I was listening to hymn songs that were really, I was looking her in the eyes, the picture in the eyes. Oh, man. The Poison Girl song, right? That's a good song. All of him stuff is, okay. I'm not going to say all of him stuff. That newer shit they were doing in 2014, and even like Wings of a Butterfly, I don't like that song. Their newer shit, I don't like it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm sorry, Billy. I don't feel your spirit in it, Billy. But those, my God, like Razorblade Romance, the demos. The demo shit's the best, okay? That's the best hymn shit. For Razorblade Kiss, and the name of it as a demo is Slippery When Dead. God, that's such a good album title. And the demos for Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights. That's their best shit to me. Love Metal is a pretty good album.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Are we going to talk about hymn albums for this entire 22 minutes? Because I'm telling you right now, it's Monday and I don't have the patience for any of this bullshit about different albums of a band I don't even listen to or care about. Don't care. Move it along. More Shanny talk. Do something. Hurry up. Chip, chop, chip. Chip, chop, chip, Jason.
Like Sacrament, Sacrament. The Sacrament is you, yeah. That one. Fortress of Tears, great songs, fucking great songs. And there's demos for that album too, which are pretty damn good. But I'd say Love Metal is the cutoff for me. Like Neon Light or Dark Neon, or Dark Light? No. The spirit just isn't there like it used to be, you know? There are flies all over this building on the outside. Are there bodies in this building? Let me show you the Abdullah building. The something building. Central RR of New Jersey. Central Railroad. Oh, okay, that's why they call this the old railway station. Man, this is a cool spot, though. This is the coolest spot around, and it's like right down the corner from where I spend my day. I want to apologize to Ezie. Because I was following the lust of my heart. And I was talking to Shanny, and I said it to her. And she said, I know you were. And she was right, again. She was telling me that's not who you're talking to. Now, she ain't AI, she's a real chick. If you look up, I hope I get her some subs or whatever on Facebook. She's a chick on Facebook. She's absolutely fucking gorgeous. Shout out to you, whoever you are. You're hot as fuck. Her name on Facebook is Sin, Ister, I-S-T-E-R, Sinister, but...
So here's the Facebook. And here are some of her videos. Her channel is open and public, so I'm not doxing her. I'm not sharing anything that you guys couldn't have found yourselves. But this is the person that he is so obsessed with and thinks that this girl would want anything to do with him. Sorry, Jason. Women don't want much to do with you, especially a woman that looks like this. So it's really creepy as hell that you are stalking this woman based on what she looks like and what she looks like only. You don't give a shit about what someone can offer you. You just think with your dick. And that's why you've gotten nowhere in life and have been with one woman at 41 years old. You stole all these pictures. You probably made out with these pictures. There's probably a torso with this woman's face put on it. Who the hell knows with this man? He is Delulu.
Her first name would be Sin, and the last name Sinister, okay? Look her up. That's the chick that Ezie catfished me with her pictures. And man, she's gorgeous, my God. But she, you know what made me start thinking that it wasn't Ezie? I was looking on this Sinister girl's page on Facebook, and man, her as a blonde, oh my God. I took this one picture of her, and I was like just listening to Poison Girl over and over and over again and looking her in the eyes. Don't do that, guys. Holy shit. Just in case you're getting catfished for the men, don't do that. Like, connect music to the feelings of the person you're with and constantly look them in the eye. You're going to create a soul bond.
So you were listening to music while looking at pictures of this woman in the eyes, and you now have a soul bond? Holy shit, delusional. Again, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic.
Don't do it. Because I was telling Ezie, like, I don't care that you did that. I like you. And that's why we started a relationship. And she gave me a real picture, which is gone now, deleted. I will never show you what she looked like, and that's it. You're never going to get any information out of me about anything having to do with Ezie. Because I love her. I do.
So, let me get this straight. Shanny is on her way right now to this facility that he's staying at his day shelter. And he is telling us that he's not going to talk about Ezie anymore because he loves her so much. How deluded do you have to be to believe that you're in love with someone you don't know? And how deluded do you have to be to bring Shanny back into your day shelter to rekindle y'all's romance while you're standing here talking about how much you love Ezie? Do you not see the problem with that? You have no idea what love is. Not a clue. You literally have the mentality of a 15-year-old child. And that will never change for you. You are 41 years old, talking about loving Ezie, some woman you've never met, but Shanny's on her way to your day shelter. Sure, Jason, that makes so much sense.
I understand that. There's part of my heart that's there. Because we were planning a life. We're going to have a child together, everything, you know?
Planning a child together with someone you've never met in real life? With someone who catfished you with pictures of another woman? You planned a life and children with her? Let me tell you something, sweetie pie. If you believe in God as much as you claim to, Reverend, you would know that that was God's will for you not to have children. Who gives a fuck if the Egroff name dies? Because you're all a mess. You are all, especially you are a mess. And I feel bad for Uncle Tommy, but thank God you never procreated. Thank the Lord above that you never gave anyone a child, because you would be the worst father that existed. You treated Shannon's kids like garbage.
I can't have a child with Shannon. I just can't. And that's why I was so devastated yesterday. It hit me like, oh my God. The bloodline's dying with you. And my one buddy was like, you're being really mean today. And he hasn't been around today at all. And I feel really bad about that. Not the one I told you about, the vampire. Another one that I don't think I even want to tell you his name. Because I don't want to give details of anybody that doesn't want to have anything to do with this shit. And I haven't talked at length about, hey, you want to be a part of my channel? But
yeah, that's a bad idea, Jason. That's a really bad idea. Hey, you want to be a part of my YouTube channel? So Jason 1000% 100% plans on continuing this ridiculous online behavior that he is displaying now. Getting drunk, getting nasty, getting back with Shanny, but he still loves Ezie, and blah, 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 blah. These people don't want any part of your bullshit, your shitty life that you've made for yourself, or your YouTube channel. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but most people who are homeless don't want to be spread all over the internet by you little weasel. But I guarantee you that's his plan. I guarantee you he's trying to get people to stream with him so he has some actual content other than him sitting outside and just filming himself talk about him albums. Like, I'm good. I'm good on all that, and so is everyone else.
This guy is a guitar player, and I've recorded him playing some shit, and he does want me to upload his stuff, so I guess it would be, yeah. He told me I could use his name. His name's... That's his name. And he's an incredible singer and guitar player. So you're going to be getting something out of me soon there. A recording of Hotel California, an original by Demetrio Weber. He's extremely talented, and I hope he could get signed to a label. Because then homelessness will not be a thing anymore. And he could, you know, be with his kids. Because that's where he should be. He should be with his children. So I think I'm probably going to name this I'm Sorry, Ezie. Because she didn't deserve some guy that was weak in the mind because he was going through some shit with the person he was with. And I took that bait. But if you're going to start a relationship that was based on a fucking lie in the first place, not of how she felt about me, the real person, but she sends me a picture of some chick from Facebook.
Well, you knew that because Shanny called her out as a catfish as soon as you met her. So that's exactly what Ryan and I said. We both said that relationship was started on a lie. So why would you continue on speaking to someone and making all these plans with them when you knew they were lying to you from the very, very start? I'll never understand that mentality or what you were thinking. But all you wanted to do was get away from Shanny. And now that Ezie's out of the picture because she's a big catfish who will never meet up with you anywhere ever in life, you'll take Shanny back. Do you think this makes you look like a good person? Do you think this makes you look like you have anything to say that's of value or interesting? Because you don't.
And I'm pretty sure that Jax chick that's on Instagram, I think that's a different chick from the one I'm talking about. I don't know, man. I'll have to research this girl. She's from Ohio, apparently. That's what's on her Facebook, anyway. That she's from Ohio. Cleveland, I think, Ohio. Oh, yeah, but what put me on to that it was not the person I was talking to. Ezie's a Christian girl. And this chick, Sinister on Facebook, she had a shirt on that said Satan's Lover. I was like, wait a minute. Ezie would not wear a shirt like that. And then you go to me, well, Rev, you're wearing a Satanic Hymn shirt. Fuck yourself.
Oh, God, you're so vile. You're so nasty and vile all the time. You can't help yourself. You just love to tell people to go fuck themselves and fuck off, and you're a see you next Tuesday. For someone who's all about God and being a reverend, you certainly don't behave as one. You're pretty much a huge disappointment in that department.
Go listen to Villy. It's not about being fucking Satanists. Even if Villy is a Satanist, which I don't think he is, he's just an atheist. He just doesn't believe in God, whatever. He is spiritual. He said he has his own form of spirituality, which is probably just the majority of people I talk to out here. They're like, yeah, I believe in Jesus and shit. I don't think Villy believes in Jesus, but if he does, holy shit, that's amazing. I want to hug him in heaven, you know? Because, man, he's helped me emotionally with his music. He has. One of the most incredible singers and lyricists I've ever fucking had the pleasure of listening to, you know? He's fucking flies. There's a dead body in this building. Or maybe 20 dead bodies. They're attracted to my head for some reason. I don't stink, by the way. I take showers. I keep my hygiene up. It ain't easy. You gotta, you know, register at places to take showers and stuff. And you gotta sign towels out and shit at the shelters and stuff like that. But you can do it. Some people choose not to, and they smell really bad all the time, and it becomes a problem. But to Ezie, I hope the cops, right? You're around cops a lot. Go out with one of them. Start a family. Have some Christian babies. Because you're an awesome girl. Wow. There's going to be a really lucky guy out there that's way better person than me.
Oh, don't worry, Jason. She already has a husband and grandkids, so she's set. It's you who has to worry about who you're with. But Ezie's going to be just fine writing her grandkids cute little cards and, you know, celebrating the holidays with her husband of 65 years. and her 16 grandchildren that she has from her 6 children. That's probably what Ezie's actually is. Just a very smart catfish grandma. Oh, Jason, what am I ever going to do with you? You just never learn, do you?
Because I try to be a good person, but I'm dog shit. You know, I fail daily at being a good person. I took that rosary off because this guy in a suit is like really being beautiful to me. And he's like, you struggle with addiction? I lied. I said no, because I didn't want to talk about it. I was drunk then. Talking to him. Do you struggle with addiction? Because I'm an addict. That's what he said. I just said no.
So someone came up to you and asked you if you struggle with addiction and said, I am an addict also, so no shame here, and you still lied to him. That's because lying is your go-to language. All you do is lie. All you ever have done is lie. You lied for Shanny. You lied about yourself. You lied about what happened with Zachary. You lie about William. You're an alcoholic for sure, and like I said earlier, it's never going to change. It doesn't go away like magic. You have to get the proper help for it. That person could have been your angel to sobriety, but you lied to him, so no.
And then we got into Catholic stuff. He's like, well, what you're wearing there is a rosary. It's a prayer tool. And he's like, do you pray the rosary? I'm like, no. And I was like, but the guy from this band wears rosaries. He's like, it's not a jewelry accessory. It's a prayer tool. And then I realized, wow, I'm being a weirdo wearing that. Yeah. That's not my shit. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not. I ain't a Catholic. Like JC. Grew up Protestant. Went to one church as a kid. Reverend Best was his name in Blakely. And they talked about Satan all day, so my mom never took me back. And I really never had a church since then. I don't need a church. Jesus Christ said the church is in your heart. You talk to him in your heart, and it's over. You can talk to him all day. You don't need a fucking priest. You don't need a fucking pastor. You don't need any of that bullshit. You don't need any building. What you need is a heart, pure, to say, hey, God, what's up? And there he is. He's always there. And how will it come? How will the answers that you have come to the questions that you have? How will that happen? Well, you could be listening to the radio and go, holy shit, that's what thank you, Jesus. That's what I needed to hear. It's the way it works. You could be walking down the road going, Lord, what the hell do you want me to do? And then some event happens right next to you and you're like, oh shit. You're telling me, God, that you respond that quickly? Yeah, sometimes he does. Sometimes you're waiting years for the answers. But he's there, trust me. Oh, no, don't go on my clothes, honey. No, don't do that. No. Don't go crazy going in my clothes. There, okay. I don't want the buggies in my clothes. I'm sorry, that's really that shit creeps me out. I'm going to be honest. So, you're all I ever wanted, my love. And you were. But things based on, let's call them, what can we call it? Things based on, I'm not going to call it lies. Things based on dishonesty are not meant to be. Peace of Maranatha.
So, my lovies, that's today's video from Jason. There wasn't a whole lot of content to it because he just kind of babbled about things we don't care about. But nevertheless, I'm going to cover it and react to it. I also saw that Shanny has been released from the mental hospital. So there's something to look forward to because I can only imagine the stories that she's going to come up with about the place she was in and how horribly she was treated and how they all graped her and they all left her naked on the floor like when she got arrested. That's what she said happened. She's absolutely disgusting, and I can't say I'm excited for her to come back, but I'm dying to see what she's actually coming back as. Is she going to say, yes, I was out of my mind and I needed help, I'm going to get my life together now? Probably not. Probably not. So this is going to be a shit show, no matter what, and we'll be here for it all. I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support. I love you guys because you don't give me any problems. You never say anything hurtful or hateful, even if it's like tough criticism. You're more than welcome to tough criticize me. I will gladly take it. Any way I can make my channel better for my audience, I will do. So please hit the like on your way out if you can. And if you liked this, and I'm sure I'll be back soon with a Shanny video possibly, because she couldn't help herself from taking a picture of herself in the cab or whatever she was in, the Uber. So she'll be back ASAP, and I will be staying on top of it. So I love you guys very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will probably be back tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.